Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's. Happy first day of 2023.
We made it.
Yes.
We made it. Where's the flying car?
I know.
I would like the flying car, especially with my road getting out of here, because it is bumpy. If I could just kind of hover, oh, that'd be great. Save me about $10,000 on road work.
Or somebody, a robot to clean your kitchen and your house.
Yeah.
Just like the...
I got a robot. She's a beast. She's a beast. We worked our booyaka off yesterday while everybody was celebrating and partying and all of that. Not us.
No, we were celebrating in another way. Something that brings us satisfaction, I guess.
Yeah, it was actually a fun day. I mean...
That's what he says.
Yeah. Well...
Nah, I'm kidding. It was.
Towards the end of the day, you know, Margarita turned into Rita. Yeah. You know what I mean? She got a little grumpy towards the end there.
I was very exhausted.
Yeah. it was a big project. As you can see, the background's a little different in our chairs. Mm-hmm. There has been some rearranging going on. You're gonna have to wait for that video.
You're gonna love it.
Still got a long ways to go.
Oh yeah.
I still got every bit of 2 days left. She's got to head out this morning. She's got to go get ready for her week, and her new position at work starts tomorrow.
Well, Tuesday. I don't have to work tomorrow, but I do have my kids.
Tuesday.
So I have to go get them.
So she's got to prepare for that and all of that. So I need to go get some gas today to pay for Come On Mountain Electric. Yep. And I also got all the rugs in here loaded up in the truck, and I'm going to go to the car wash and I'm going to pressure wash them all. Pro tip, if you don't have a pressure washer and stuff at the house, go to a car wash. A lot of the car washes have hot water, and you can lay all your rugs down and pressure wash your rugs with hot water and soap, because you got the soap in there and all of that, and it actually cleans your rugs and will make your rugs look brand new again. Yeah. And rugs are extremely expensive. Yes. Extreme. They've always been expensive, but nowadays they are like really, really. We seen a rug that was like 4 foot by 6 foot, and they wanted like $160 or something for it, and I was like, not today, not today.
We did get a rug. I ended up getting.
Yeah, we got a $29.99 one, and that's for the kitchen area. Yes. And I was debating going back and forth with painting the floor in here, and I still might. With opening it up like we have, the main living area will actually be pretty easy to paint. I can just kind of slide everything into one side, paint that side, let it dry, and then slide everything to the other side and do that. And I still might, because these floors just make it look so dingy and bad in here. I think it would make a huge difference. So I still might do that, and also to seal the concrete, which I'm not mad at. So I don't know. We'll see, but not for right now. Right now, I'm just going to pressure wash the rugs and stuff and deal with what I'm dealing with. But I have every bit of 2 days still left here. The living room everything's in its spot, but there's stuff everywhere right now. And to get into the bed, there's like one space about that big that's free that you can climb up into the end of the bed. So it's still kind of crazy. And upstairs, with the couch and everything being gone, it's so much more spacious up there.
Yeah, there is. There's a lot of space.
Spoiler alert, the office is not going upstairs. After taking the couch down and pulling some measurements and all of that. If the bed wasn't up there, it'd be a perfect office area. But with the bed up there and the way the ceiling slopes so hard, even if you push the bed all the way up against the ceiling there, it's still not going to give enough space. It'd be very crowded and not comfortable for anybody staying or me up there editing every day. But with opening up this main area right here, we got a good solution for the desk area. A lot more space, a lot more, kind of has its own little spot and stuff. I think it's going to work out pretty good. It's supposed to rain horrible tomorrow. It's like 98% chance of rain or something tomorrow. Storm. It's supposed to storm. So today I'm going to go get gas just in case I get trapped on the mountain and all of that. Get the rugs pressure washed. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to be working on this until probably 1 o'clock in the morning, because that's what I do. She knows I would have kept going last night if I was by myself.
I was out.
But I did cook us the steaks and the potatoes in the middle of all of that. I was literally working in here and grilling at the same time, going back and forth. And then after we ate, I knew it was a done deal.
Yeah, once I was like, I'm done. I am done.
And I didn't want her to spend her whole today and tomorrow being sore and wore out. The main thing I needed her help with is the kitchen. I wanted her organizational skills. I basically rebuilt the kitchen yesterday. Yeah. All of those shelvings and stuff, they're all in a completely different configuration now. So basically I'd tear everything apart in place once we got it over there, reorganize the shelves and do all of that so she could know where she wanted to put things. And I think we did good with the back and forth and coming up with a good solution, because she would say like one thing and I'd be like, well, that really won't work for me because of this. And then I would say this and she's like, well, that really won't work function wise. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so we went back and forth, and it is cute now. It's for the first time in this cabin, I feel like it's like a kitchen. Yeah. Yeah, it is pretty cute. Yeah, I mean, everything's kind of in there. Can't wait for you guys to see it. I know. I hope that that'll be the first video for 2023, and I hope it blows up.
Right? It is good, guys, but it took everything out of me. Like, starting with the fridge, cleaning it, and, you know, scrubbing it, and
that fridge is heavy. I had to lift it up, and we reconfigured it twice. Yeah. And I think it fits in good. Having the fridge in the kitchen, which is the first time that's happened here, is a game changer for me. I mean, that's huge.
Yeah, there were so many steps, because it's like cleaning that area and then taking everything off of this area where it used to be, and then moving it. Well, then his skills, you know, his math and all of that, to try to, okay, what is the best way to have counter space and pantry space. And then it was cleaning everything, because there's so much dirt.
There's also going to be a little DIY project in this video. She needed something, and I said, I got you. Yeah. And 20 minutes later, I built it out of scraps around the homestead.
And I got what I wanted.
She got what I wanted, and it worked
out. And he made it so much easier, and it's cute. Yeah. It's really cute, so.
And there'll be more of that kind of stuff coming. Yes. I just don't have time to build everything right now. But it worked. It's functionable. I think it's going to work out really well, which is going to allow me to cook a lot easier and more efficient here in the new year. And my New Year's resolution is to get back on my health kick, as I've said on here before. I really want to start cooking good meals. In general, besides being here, I eat somewhat healthy. I mean, I do like, you know, my barbecue and stuff like that, but that's not what I eat every day. No. I mean, I grill a lot of chicken and have salads and that kind of stuff, and, you know, like a protein, 2 vegetables and stuff like that, you know, is typically the way I eat, the way I like to eat, I should say. Since I've been here, being it's been such a challenge to cook and clean and all that other stuff, I mean, you get into the rabbit hole of, you know, throwing corn dogs in the air fryer or chicken nuggets or pizza or something like that, where there's no dishes really, you know, besides a paper plate, and throw it away and move on, you know. And I've been doing that for 8 months. And I mean, last year I worked really, really hard on getting into shape. What y'all don't know about me is 2 or 3 years ago, I was 267 pounds. And I am right now 228 pounds. And when I came here, I was actually in between like 215, 220. That's kind of like my sweet spot. That's where I feel my best. That's where I feel like I look my best, and I don't have all the back pains and all that other stuff. So I've gained like 8 pounds since I've been here, and it's made a huge difference. I think I talked a little bit about it yesterday, but I was pushing 270 pounds pretty much at the time that I got divorced. I think I went through a depression for a year and a half, where I kind of isolated myself, and I just sat in my office all the time, playing video games and just kind of isolating myself. I think it's because I wasn't happy. And I didn't even realize that I got that big. It's the biggest that I've ever been in my life. And I went hunting in Georgia, and there were some pictures of me with George that y'all have seen. And it was shocking when I seen those pictures. I was just like, wow, I'm that big, you know, and I decided to change everything. Right after I seen that picture, I was done. I made some changes, and I literally dropped like 40 something pounds in like a couple of months. Wow. And basically what I did is I had bad eating habits. I only ate at night once a day because I get busy and I forget to eat. So I started making myself eat 3 times a day, which I've never really understood. I ain't gonna lie, that you eat more, you lose weight.
Metabolism.
Yeah, it just doesn't make it doesn't make sense to me. But anyways, it works because I didn't really change anything else. I changed eating 3 times a day, and of course I always drink a lot of water. But I've always been active. I'm a very active person. So just changing that, I set alarms on my phone, and when it went off, I made myself eat something, even if it was a granola bar, something. And I've gotten away from that again. Now I eat once or twice a day, and I need to get back to that. So I need to get my alarm set for 2023. I need to get me some healthier snacks around here just to kind of be able to grab and eat when I'm busy. That way I'm constantly keeping my metabolism flowing like it's supposed to flow. So I know what I need to do. I just need to do it. And my body is telling me, trust me, you need to do it. Because I've been dealing with a lot of pain here in the last couple of months. I don't always talk about it on my videos and stuff like that. But all of this stuff that I do out here is all very, very physical. Very physical. Working by yourself is a challenge. Everything you lift, it's on you. It's heavy. You know what I mean? And it kind of wears you down, tears you down. And when you have the issues like I got with the back and the feet and all that other stuff, it's even amplified a little bit. So it's definitely something that I'm needing to address health-wise, not just because I want to, and it ain't got nothing to do with how I look and all of that other stuff. That's just the added benefit to it, you know, when I bring my sexy back. Really health-wise and feeling-wise, quality of life, I guess, right? I want to stop hurting every morning and every evening. I mean, literally, I talk to her sometimes and I can barely get into bed. I mean, I'm hurting so bad. And same thing, by the time I get up in the morning, it takes me 30-40 minutes for my body to warm up and like to be able to actually start functioning because of my back. So I know what I need to do. I just need to do it. And I'm going to bring you guys along on this journey because y'all are one of the best motivations on the planet for me. Y'all's encouraging words, and even sometimes y'all getting on my butt and all of that. It helps. It helps. It's good to know that you got people out there that care about your well-being. You know, and trust me, there's a lot of keyboard doctors out there that keep me on my toes, let me tell you. Talking about, hey, you need to tighten up, you need to do this, you need to do that, and I appreciate every one of y'all. Well, that was a health rant. Yeah. Well,
just let it all out.
Now you know what's on my mind. We got a lot of exciting stuff in 2023 coming, though. You know, what I've accomplished in 8 months here, to me, is mind-blowing, especially with about 6 months of it was working full-time on top of it, and plus getting established here. There was a lot of me having to travel back and forth to Texas, moving my stuff. I had to make a couple trips to Florida, and I was still able to accomplish a lot, and I'm happy with what I accomplished. Now, I know that there's the trolls out there that, oh, you should have been, I could have done it in 2 months. Well, sure you could. It's your story, I'll let you tell it. I'll even listen to it. You know what I mean? But I'm happy with what I've accomplished here. And I'm going to do, here in the next month or two, when I'm officially here a year, I'm going to do a year review video. And you'll see, especially for the new people here, you will see exactly what's all gotten accomplished here. It's easy to just be in the moment and say, oh, well, this is taking this long. But when you look at the big picture of everything that has happened here and the steps that has taken place to get here, it's huge. It really is. And I would rather go slow and build a good foundation for what's to come than to just rush and just to build some bull crap out here that I'm not going to be happy with in 3 years. Because I'm the type of person, if I'm not happy with the end result, then I'm going to do something else, you know, which is just more money, more time, la-da-da-da-da-da, we like stuff. Sorry.
Well, and a lot of us have opinions like this and that, but at the end of the day, you're the one living here, and you're the one that knows your priorities.
We battle. Me and her battle. Like, what she thinks sometimes for here, I don't agree with, because I have to live here, and she's not here 24/7 like I am.
Exactly.
And different body sizes and just different stuff. And what works for you might not work for me.
You know, I'm a city girl, so how bold are you?
Yeah, she's a little bougier.
No, but he's done amazing. He has done amazing. I mean, I came here the first time, like you were here for like a month?
Month and a half, something
like
that.
a month and a half, and I came here, and it looks totally different. Like, totally different, so...
From the time you pull in the driveway.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the trees, just... clearing trees, you know, that's a big thing.
And there's been a lot of trees.
Yeah,
if I had a bulldozer, I could do it like that.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people throw out to me, oh, well, rent this, do that. Money's an issue.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, you're not rich?
No.
Oh, I'm in the wrong relationship.
Well, you know, somebody did call you a gold digger.
Man, they call out on me. Oh, man.
It's funny. She has never asked me for $1.
No.
She has never asked me for $1. She's never asked me to buy her anything. The only thing that she's ever asked me to do is, like, take her out to dinner.
Yeah.
Like, literally, that's it. As long as I feed her,
I'm good.
We're good.
And that's like the diner down the street. Like, I'm not fancy.
Yeah, she's very independent, for sure. She takes care of her own. And even some things I do for her, she gets frustrated. She don't want me to do. So.
I did get a ninja, guys. I did get a ninja.
She did get a ninja. She's excited. I think that's the main reason why she's ready to go back home today. She's going to go make a smoothie or something.
Maybe. I'm so excited to open it. I'll finally open it.
She finally took my ninja out of the box. She told me, don't open it. I want to open it. And so
that was like 2 months ago.
Like 2 months ago. So I didn't open it. And then she's like, go ahead and open it. I'm like, no, you said not to open it. You was going to open it. So I didn't.
No, he didn't. And I finally got it out. And I was so excited. I was really excited. So.
And I've already got stuff for my new year and my new thing. I got a lot of frozen fruit and stuff like that in the freezer for smoothies and stuff. And I'm going to try. I actually enjoy smoothies quite a bit, so I'm actually going to get back to that. That's going to be more like my breakfast or lunch type deal. Just make a quick smoothie. That way I keep something in my system.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great year. There's going to be, of course, I've got all these ambitions and big projects in my mind, and reality is probably only half of them is going to be able to be accomplished.
Yeah, just look at your bank account, and you're like, oh, man.
Yeah, you got to dream big. Like last month,
absolutely.
Last 2 months with this building, a lot of people's like, well, you need to do this, and you need to do that. They really do not understand how much money that is costing. That's building a house. I know.
And it's not like you're getting a loan. Like
it's all out of pocket
with your income.
And monthly. I could buy like a bunch of stuff and go broke, and then have to stress every single month about my bills and stuff like that. I am way too responsible for that. I'm not doing that. But literally, it's been costing $4,000 plus a month to do this building. That's not counting gas and like living. That's just building materials. It's been costing. I'm actually very excited about what's coming up because we're about to start the siding. Well, that's just going to cost gas and work. So I'm pretty excited about that. But everything, it's very easy to say it should go this way, this way, this way. I worked construction for many years. I worked construction for a while, then I started my own steel company, and was very successful at building big buildings. And plus I had a home renovating company that I did on the side. I've done a lot of construction in my life, and it never goes as planned. Never. You can have the best plan in the world, you're going to have problems. You're going to have stuff not fitting, not working out like it's supposed to. You're going to have adversity, just like you have in life. And it's just how you deal with it. You have to change it up.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be able to be fluid, I guess. You know, you got to kind of humble yourself a little bit sometimes and say, okay, well, that didn't work. I need to do this, even if it ain't what you wanted to do. So I thought she was about to backhand me there for a minute, talking about, I'll humble you, come on. But, and that's why y'all always hear me say it's a game plan, not a set plan.
Yeah.
Because I have worked the construction world for a very, very long time before I went to IT. And it's the same way with IT. You know, you have a plan, you scheme it out, you get it all planned out on paper, and it don't work. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. The same thing with this. That's why I love this journey, because it's forever changing.
Well, and it's your journey.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I'm excited about it, and I might do it in a different order than people.
Then it should be.
Than think it should be. And for them, that order that they're talking about might be the right order for them.
Yeah. But, with their situation.
But for their situation. But there's also a ton of stuff that's not on camera.
Yeah.
I think people forget that. I keep it real. I mean, I put the good, the bad, the ugly on here and everything else. But there's also a lot I don't put on here. If I put everything that happened in my life, I mean, I would have to have my own like channel on cable, and it would have to run 24/7 because there's a lot of moving parts in my world that goes along with it. Everything from being a father, or a grandfather, or an uncle, all kinds of stuff. You know, there's a lot of layers to me that is not shown on camera. You see glimpses of it here and there and stuff, and I'm also the type of person that will drop anything to go help somebody. That's another thing that kind of pushed some things back this past year, is because I did, which I brought you guys along, helped a lot of people this year. And to be honest with you, this year I want to help twice as many people. Because to me, that feeds my soul.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And that is just as important, if not more important, than my own stuff. Like, yeah, I want to get my own stuff done, but if I got friends or family or somebody that I know needs help and stuff like that, and I'm able to do it, I get more out of that than anything I do for myself. And I'm not going to ever change that. I don't care what anybody's opinion is. I don't care. I'm going to be me, and that's who I am. It's the way I've always been. You can go back and with kids, I mean, you can go back to a couple years ago with the Father's Day Live I did with my daughter, made the video with all the kids that I've mentored in my life, some of them, and just listen to what they each said as far as what you should do, how you should be, and all that other stuff. I've been consistent since I was in my early 20s with trying to teach that, and I'm almost 46 years old now. I don't think it's going to change.
Wow, almost 46?
Yes, I'm almost 46. I'm pushing the big 50. I make it look good, though. Come on.
We always, like, give each other a hard time about our age. But I said, hey, you can call me old, but I would never be as old as you. So.
Yeah, she always says, you're always going to be older. I'm like, yeah, but you act old.
I do.
Yeah, she's in bed by 8 o'clock going to sleep. I'm up until 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like,
but I do get up early. I do get up early. I function 100% early.
Because she's getting old. She likes, you know, she's up before the birds chirp. And she's down before they go to roost.
No, I just, you know, being, like I said, single mom, going to work, going to study.
There's nothing wrong with getting older. We all do it. There's absolutely,
I have a busy life.
There's nothing wrong with getting older. It's how you do it.
Yeah.
That matters.
I love my age. I don't care.
Me too. And I enjoy every process every year. You know what I mean? Life is short, guys. Life is short. And I know a lot of you guys know. And a lot of you guys are much older than I am. And I'm sure y'all can contest that it seems like every year just is like... I might joke around about getting old and stuff, but I'm not one that sees it as a negative. I look at every year as a new experience, new wisdom,
yes.
and stuff. And that's why I focus on the kids so much, because I really want to pass down my mistakes, my failures and stuff, and also when I succeed. But I honestly think it's more important to talk about your failures and your adversity and all that other stuff to the kids, just to let them know that life's not perfect.
Yeah.
It's not perfect. It's never going to be perfect, but it's how you go after it that matters. And Lord knows mine ain't been perfect. Boy, look at here. There has been a lot of adversity up in here. But, hey, I keep a smile on my face.
Yeah.
You know.
I try to. Not always.
She's a little moodier than I am.
We don't always have a good time, and yes, I'm messed up, and yes, I'm grumpy, but I do, you know, that's life. I would say for the most part, I try to stay as positive as possible. I try to make lemonade out of lemons. I'm definitely a glass half full person by nature, but I have my days too. You know what I mean? When things just don't go right. A lot of times though, I'll step back. When I'm having those, I take an hour or two, just get away from it. Because when I get grumpy, or I'm having a bad day, it's literally like a 2-hour thing, an event. Like after about 2 hours, I'm good, you know. Unless it's just a crazy day, then it might linger all day. But it's rare. Most of the time, I get about 2 hours. About 2 hours, and then I've done moved on because of the squirrels up there. They get to moving, and I forget I was even upset about something because I done moved on to something else. It's true.
Yeah, it's been a long-winded one today, but it's a new year.
It is a new year, a blank page. Not only today is a new day, but today is a new year, the beginning of a new year, and you know, you write your own book. So
I know one thing. When I was in the business world doing IT, it would take me 3 months to actually learn to write the next year properly without writing the other year or typing it. Now that I'm not doing that and I'm not writing the date every day of my life, it might be 2024 before I finally get it right.
Very true. Yeah, very
it's
true.
Crazy. So y'all might see me mess up and say, hey, 2022. Just correct me in the comments. But I'm going to cook some black-eyed peas today and some rice and some smoked ham hocks and some neck bones and some other stuff. I know you're supposed to have cabbage too. I'm not a big cabbage person. So I probably will miss the cabbage, even though I think the wise tale is the cabbage brings the money.
You need some cabbage.
Yeah, I need some cabbage. I wonder if some spinach or something will work.
A replacement.
A replacement.
Yes.
Maybe I just get some of the money.
Yes, absolutely. But thank you for your comments. Thank you for telling me about Yogi. He's still not feeling well at all, and
he's going to the vet tomorrow.
Yes. I believe he's having a fever, and I read that the Tylenol, you know, it's good, but we don't have Tylenol right now, and it's the first. But thank goodness my son, he works at the dollar store, and guess what's open today? Out of everything, not even Walmart or the big stores, but the dollar store is open. So on my way out, I'll be stopping at the dollar store to get him some Tylenol, and hopefully I don't have to work tomorrow. But maybe the vet is open, so hopefully we can get this baby of mine back to health. I know he has a yeast infection, and I've been giving him, I guess, probiotics or whatever to rebuild his, you know, his good gut, and some no muscle relaxer, some like a not glucose. Well, to lubricate your bones and structure.
Fish oil is good for that.
Yes. So I feed him that every day. I give him vitamins, but he is not having a good time. He's staying away from me. He doesn't want to, you know, stand by me. He's shaking all the time. And the thing is, like, he doesn't complain. Only if we get close to him, he cries. Yeah. Like we're going to hurt him. So I know he is hurt. Like his back is hurt. But hopefully the Tylenol will do it, and we can start.
Funny story. When I was a kid, and I first heard yeast infection, I thought it was from eating too much bread. I went like a year before somebody told me that wasn't what it was about. I thought if you ate too much bread, you got a yeast infection.
So,
that's funny.
But yeah, and I was happy. Midnight came to me this morning. I gave her some food. She let me pet her. Then she was walking by my feet, and of course now she doesn't want anything to do with me. But hey, that's
the little
the
victories.
first step. Yes, absolutely. And of course, Eclipse and Ryder, they're so lovable. I mean, I go outside and I cannot even look at Ryder before Eclipse gets so jealous and she just gets all over me. But you know, they got the good morning cuddles too, so
yeah, it's funny. It's a rite of passage, because when Ryder first got here and was young, we tore the cabin apart.
Yeah.
And he thought it was like a playground.
Oh yeah, he loved it.
And now his sister's here for a week and we did the same thing. And true to form, she's the same way. She's all over everything.
Oh, she is everywhere.
She's a mischievous little jerker.
She is.
I don't think that she's ever going to be the snuggle type cat that Ryder is. I think the reason why Ryder is so snuggly as he is, because when he was a kitten, that same time as whenever I got the bronchitis for 2 weeks, and basically he just hung out in bed with me for 2 weeks snuggling with me, and I think that's where we got the connection that we got. And and they say that females are not as cuddly as the males anyways, with cats, so I don't think she's ever going to be that. I think she's going to be a phenomenal hunter though. And because she is fast. She is super fast.
Yeah,
I thought Ryder was fast. She is. She's quite a bit smaller than Ryder, but boy, she is agile.
Oh, yesterday we opened both doors because there was so much dust and cleaning, and she took a few steps out. She was kind of checking it out and see how the outside world looks like, and then she would run inside. Yeah,
she would take like 3 steps out, kind of get some fresh air, and then she'd hide for a minute, and then she'll go out there. She did sneak outside and get a leaf yesterday,
so
and was throwing it in the air and hand boxing it and stuff. It
was
so funny.
Cute. Yes.
Yeah, she's growing on me. She's growing on me. I just don't know how what's the word, prevalent that she's going to be on the channel, because I don't know if she's going to be that type that hangs around me like the other two. Yeah. Maybe she'll get out there around them and start developing that and stuff, but we'll see. I'm going to keep her in probably for about another week. And I think then that she'll be good for knowing that this is home and this is where the food is and all that other stuff. And she will come up to you now, like she was saying, on her own terms.
Oh yeah,
you know?
In the morning.
So.
Yeah, I might fed her some. Bless you. Some snacks last night.
Yep.
I have to bribe her. You bribe women with food or females.
Well, this is also the same way you bribe dudes. I mean, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
It is. It is.
Yeah, and my stomach's pretty big after this year, so lay off. All right, guys, it's been 33 minutes. This was a long one, but you know what? It's the first one of the year. It's a big one. We made it to 2023. Still ain't seen no flying cars or no star tracking. Beam me up, Scotty. I could really use that. Boy, look at here. Just be able to beam to Florida. That'd be amazing. Yeah. See my grandkids. Yeah. I did get to talk to Miss Addie yesterday.
Oh, she was so sweet.
She was so happy to talk to her papa. Her first words when I said, "Happy birthday, baby," she said, "I miss you so, so much, Papa." And she said it like 3 times, and I want to see you right now. And all that. And I told her here in a couple of weeks she's going to see her papa. So.
And what else did she say?
Oh, she wants to make a video.
Yeah. She made sure they have to make a video.
Yeah, she's all about it. And I think she's going to my mom's house this week, so she will get her new camera and all that, so she can start making her own videos. So, Papa hooked her up for Christmas and her birthday.
Yep.
All right, guys, I love every single one of y'all. Happy, happy New Year.
Yes.
Everybody, in your comments, leave me a message and kind of let me know what your goal is for this year. Kind of curious to see what's on y'all's mind, whether it be getting a piece of land off grid, or health, or just loving somebody a little bit more, showing somebody more attention that you felt like you didn't get a chance to, or maybe challenging yourself to do something that you've kind of been scared to do your whole life, stuff like that. Kind of let me know. And let's make this year right here the year that we actually don't just talk about it, but we be about it. Come on. Absolutely. All right, guys. Love every single one of y'all. Until we see each other again. Hey, come on. Keep it real, guys.
Next time. See you next time.